It's Tracey and Noelle. They're gonna make you LOL on 90 Day Fiancé Trash Talk.
Hello and welcome to 90 Day Fiancé Trash Talk. This is episode 292. I'm your host, comedian Tracey Carnazzo, joined by my co-host, comedian Noelle Herzog.
Hello.
Shout out to Anthony and Lisa Inzerillo who listen to our podcast. We saw him this weekend and he was very excited to meet us.
That was so fun. He was so nice.
Also, shout out to Andrew Dice Clay who watches 90 Day Fiancé.
Really?
Yeah. His opener and ex-fiance Eleanor Kerrigan let me know. She's like, oh, Andrew loves that stuff.
It's so funny because 90 Day Fiancé seems to be the reality show that everyone watches.
Everyone watches it. So shout out to Andrew Dice Clay. I was like, yeah, tell him to listen to the podcast. I'll give him a shout out. I mean, honestly, what has happened in Andrew Dice Clay's life that's more exciting than getting a shout out on 90 Day Fiancé Trash Talk?
I mean, I'll tell you today, I got a follow on my personal page.
Yeah.
And it's from, if you watch A Shot at Love with Tila Tequila.
Yeah, I used to.
The winner, Bobby, followed me today.
Look,
how funny is that? And
Noelle.
I'm like, I have more followers than him, but that is very cool because he was also on Rich Kids of Beverly Hills. And I'm like, I think he's trying to get
like that show too.
Yeah. And I'm like, he's trying to get like a pizza business off the ground. Maybe that's why he started following.
Because we're Italian. I
Yep.
love it. Speaking of Italian, shout out to Christian Petroni from Food Network that also watches 90 Day Fiancé, and we chat about it a little bit.
Oh, he's a doll.
He is a doll. Okay, enough of all of our celebrity friends.
Yeah,
right?
wow, we're so famous.
Like Anthony and Zerillo.
We're so
My
famous.
mom's old boss.
You should have seen us at the feast the other day. I mean, we know everyone, guys.
We know everyone. If you're Italian, we know you.
Yeah.
We told the waiter at my mom's birthday party, he was like, we said that we went to the feast and he's like, oh, my mom went.
He's
And
like, but you wouldn't see her. She was short.
Yeah, I was like, oh, we probably know your mom. Meaning you're 14 years old. We're probably your mom's age. And he's like, oh, no, you wouldn't have seen her. She's short. And it's like, yeah, no, there was also 4 billion people at the feast, Joe.
Because he's like, hey, you girls from the neighborhood?
Yeah, we're from the
It's like-
neighborhood.
It's like, I
14-year-old.
love you. You're 20 years old.
If that.
If that, he was so cute. Like, what a gins.
Well, happy birthday to Fran.
Happy birthday to Fran. We love her very much.
We do. We love her a
Almost
lot.
happy birthday to Aunt Linda.
Almost happy birthday. Thank God.
Thank God. We couldn't
Close
find her for a
call.
little bit, but she's back.
Close call. We really did. We thought it was going to be grand opening, grand closing.
Yeah. But look what happened. She's here. She's here.
She's here. She's
here. She's fine. I have a bag of clothes from Primark for her.
She's going to be so excited. Happy birthday to everyone. All right. So jumping into the pool with Before the 90 Days, season 7, episode 4, right before we take the plunge. I just want to remind you guys, November 15th, I will be performing in the New York Comedy Festival in New York City. So for tickets to that, TraceyCarnazzo.com. I'll also be performing with Vinny from the Jersey Shore, October 5th at Governor's, and October 23rd, I think it's Stress Factory in New Jersey. All of the dates should be up at TraceyCarnazzo.com. So go check that out along with my regular New York City dates.
I'm going to be at all of those things.
Yeah. So there you go.
So
there's your answer,
just
guys.
so you guys know, I'm going to be at the stuff too.
Just so you
with
know.
my tan on.
Wow. You're going to
Wow.
GTL?
Yeah, gym tan laundry, babe. I did laundry
Wow.
yesterday. I haven't done the gym in a little bit, but I'll go back.
All right. Well, before you see Vinny, please do that.
Oh, I'll make sure to do that.
Oh, God, please. All right. So we're going to jump into the pool. Before the 90 Days, season 7, episode 4. Oh, also,
Yeah.
I watched this with my friend Tim. I watched this last night, and I wanted to talk a little bit real quickly.
Yeah.
One of our best friends,
Mhm.
Tim Dillon.
Love him.
Love him. Hilarious.
I just love
comedian.
him.
I know you do.
You know me. I like ridiculous people.
Okay,
I
let
love
me tell you
him.
something. Tim is fascinating. Okay.
He is.
There's big news in the Tim Dillon world.
Yeah.
And I asked if I could share it with my Trash Talk family, and he said, enjoy.
I thought you were going to say he said no.
He said, please stop calling me. Please stop calling me from a block number. I told you I
Who
don't
are
want to
you?
talk to you. He's like, what's Trash Talk? Please stop
so
asking me
funny.
questions. So Tim Dillon, hilarious comedian, has
Mhm.
a brand new show premiering on Netflix October 1st.
This is
Noelle.
gonna be fucking sick.
Noelle. Okay, listen. You know how like I'm like, oh, my friend did this, my friend did this, my friend did this.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, support them,
No, but
support
this is
them.
Tim.
No, I listen, I gotta tell you, it doesn't even matter if it's Tim.
No,
This
I know.
show,
This is hilarious. Like this, he's already famous. This is gonna
no,
go
this is
down in
insane.
history.
Guys, every single one of you are gonna watch this because
Yeah.
he has revamped Jerry Springer. It's called Tim Dillon, This Is Your Country. It premieres October 1st only on Netflix. It is Jerry Springer.
No, I cannot wait. Let me tell you something. The two like things that are coming out I'm excited for
Yeah.
is that and Adrian.
Oh my God, I know.
Adrian special and Sarah's too, but Sarah's is
special,
already
yes.
out. But these are two things that are coming up that
Yeah,
I'm
I don't
so
know if we could talk
excited
about
for.
Adrian's, but
No,
it's
we're
gonna
not
be
going
fun.
to. But I'm just saying the fact that it's
This
even
is
coming
yes, we
out.
have a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
Guys,
Yeah,
Tim Dillon's special, Tim Dillon's show.
you guys are gonna scream laugh.
Tim Dillon, This Is Your Country. Just wait.
You know Roger's gonna watch it 100%.
Oh, I mean, obviously, I was talking to him about it today. So I just wanted to throw
I can't
it
wait
out
to
there.
watch it with Matt. Matt's gonna love it.
No, I am going to love it. We were talking about it last night, and I'm like very involved in like talking to him about this. And I'm like, you know that this isn't because I'm your friend, right? You know that this is my dream.
Yeah, it is though.
This is everything that this is every molecule of my body.
It's true. It's like you would bring back Richard Bay if you could.
Richard Bay, Jenny Jones, Ricky Lake.
Yep.
Oh,
Phil
my
Donahue,
God.
all
Phil,
of it.
Maury, and
Yep.
Jerry.
Yeah.
That's my Mount Rushmore right there.
Oh, I like that.
Thank you. Thank you.
like
And guess
that.
what? Tim will be
What?
up there because in 20 years, people are going to be like, someone remade Tim Dillon.
That's true though.
Yeah.
I mean-
because this is going to be it. I'm telling you.
Tim is hilarious to me.
He's hilarious.
Yeah.
The show is perfect. And I cannot wait until October 1st. Like, I actually can't wait.
Did you see Adrian's reel that she put up today?
Adrian's reel that she put up today is my favorite joke. It is my absolute.
I love it.
I have told this joke to so many people. I do it no justice.
Uh-huh.
That joke that she put up, guys, go follow Adrian Appalucci on Instagram. The joke that she put up today, Wednesday, September 25th, 2024, is my favorite, hands down, Adrian joke.
I'm like, Matt, look, Adrian has a reel up. Let's watch it. We watch it. He was like, oh my God. He LOL'd.
I have loved that joke forever and ever and ever. That one's
right
off
up your alley.
That one's off her old album, and her new special is coming out very soon, and you're all going to see it. Anyway,
Cool.
Let's jump into the pool with Tiger Lily and Adnan.
You know,
Yeah.
This episode, I did notice that Adnan is very good looking.
So good looking.
He is good looking. Yeah,
I love him.
That is something that I've noticed that I'm like, I could see it.
Here's the thing. He's like 12 years old.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. He's
but
young.
that's my type.
That's your aesthetic.
Yes.
No, it is
aesthetic.
your type.
Mm-hmm. I can't wait to go. I should have gone to his wedding. I would have found a husband.
I mean, first of all, he's got money too, honey.
I know.
Yeah, that's wild.
I'm like, yeah, I'll do whatever. You want me to convert?
Yeah,
sure. Consider
whatever.
me converted.
Yeah.
What kind of songs do you guys sing in Muslim church?
Yeah. Because Tracey will memorize them.
Are they upbeat? No, that's fine. Are they sad? I'll do that too. Either way, let's sing some songs.
I know you were ready to sing at your mother's birthday.
Let's sing some hymns.
Very funny.
Well, my uncle's a hymn singer.
I know.
Too,
you were like, I know every hymn.
You know that book that's in front of you in church in the
Of course.
That's who I am.
The person that takes it out and reads
No,
it.
I'm the lyrics.
I know you are.
I'm the lyrics to every Christian song
You are.
ever.
That is like the one thing that you know front to back to front.
It will never leave my
I know,
mind.
it's so funny.
Very unfortunately, but unfortunately or fortunately, I don't think any of these songs are going to be sang at this 200-person wedding
No.
that Adnan planned. This is his bar mitzvah.
Well, she's never been to a wedding in her whole life.
She's never been to a wedding. She has no friends.
Great. I can tell.
Oh, I can also
Yeah.
tell. Do you think it's her baby voice that repels her friends?
Oh my God, this voice, Tracey. It's the worst part about her.
Fight that. I would argue with that.
I mean, there's a lot of bad things about her, but that's
Okay, what
one
are
of the
the other
worst.
ones?
Like her, like hair, her ratty hair
Uh-huh.
extensions,
Uh-huh. That's actually third on my list. Go ahead.
her eyelashes.
Eyelashes number one,
I
100% hands down. I
know,
can't take
I
it.
know. She has the worst eyelashes of all.
I actually can't take
I
it.
know. Mm-hmm.
So, this guy Adnan doesn't want her with Cruz, her hair guy,
Right,
without
right.
Shay, her makeup woman. Do you think that after you saw your makeup woman's hair, you would let her do your makeup? Because I wouldn't.
Okay, Tracey, what the hell is with this woman's hair? It is on par with Noelle's hair on The Other Way.
Okay, now
They're
let me
kissing
ask you.
cousins.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah,
Since Cruz and Shay cannot be without each other, do you think that
right.
Cruz can do Shay's hair while they're spending so much time
You would
together?
think so.
They should do it like you remember when we used to have sleepovers and braid each other's hair?
Yeah, of course.
Maybe Cruz could do the makeup. Well, Cruz could do Tiger Lily's hair while he does Shay's hair too. Like
Yeah, like a
someone,
threesome.
anything.
Yeah,
All right. So the photographer and his assistant show up. It's Usama
right.
and Mahmoud.
Right, but here's the thing. She's
Mhm.
not allowed to be with men, but
Right,
she's allowed
alone.
to be with these men.
No, and that's why she said that Shay has to stay. So when you hire two men to be the photographer, shouldn't you hire an extra woman to stay in the room?
Well, so that's the part that
Like an
confuses me
attendant,
because
if you will?
she's confused about this.
Yes. Well, she has on her regular Monday through Friday eyelashes.
Yeah.
But then she has on her special.
Yeah, she does. She has on her Friday, Saturday eyelashes.
She has on her Friday, Saturday / wedding middle of the lash,
Yeah.
bottom lashes.
Yeah.
It's just
Mhm.
3 individuals in the middle of her
Yeah, but
bottom.
that's like a thing. That's a
Well,
thing
guess
that I'm
what?
seeing a lot of now.
Well, she did it. She did
Yeah.
the thing.
I am. I'm seeing a lot of it on Instagram.
Well, she did the thing. She's like, he has a lot of controlling behavior.
But she's boasting she's his most prized possession. She likes this, but you didn't like it with your ex.
Right. Now also, but she's like, hey, I already have no friends.
Right. Well, that's true. What else am I going to do?
This actually works out.
Mm-hmm.
So then they start talking about the actual wedding night, which was the night before.
Right. So basically, like, it was wonderful. They
Mhm.
had a good time.
Right.
And aren't men born to just know what a woman wants?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, no. That I'm gonna say no to that.
well, to be honest with you, we're going to talk about that more in our upcoming session because I have a lot more comments about that.
Oh,
In
okay.
general. Yeah,
Okay.
just in general.
Okay, I
Just
like that.
in general. There's a lot of things that we want to talk about, but we also want to tell you that Noelle and I both switched to Mint Mobile because with big wireless providers, what you see is never what you get. And somewhere between the store and your first month's bill, the price you thought you were paying magically skyrockets. But with Mint Mobile, you'll never have to worry about gotchas ever again. Because when Mint Mobile says $15 a month when you purchase a 3-month plan, they mean it.
Love that.
Yeah, it's just so much easier. $15 a month. We have so much more money to spend at Home Goods,
We have so much more money to spend at Marshalls.
TJ Maxx, the
there's
trifecta.
There's so
That's the Holy Trinity, right?
It is the Holy Trinity. I mean, where else would we really go? We could end it with Pinkberry, though. That would really make my life.
I know. That's really nice. Thank you for buying me Pinkberry this week, by the way.
We had the best Pinkberry.
We really did. Say bye-bye to your overpriced wireless plans, jaw-dropping monthly bills, and unexpected overages because Mint Mobile is here to rescue you with premium wireless plans starting at $15 a month. All plans come with high-speed data and unlimited talk and text delivered on the nation's largest 5G network. Use your own phone. Isn't that the best part?
Yeah, it's the best part.
With any Mint Mobile plan and bring your phone number along with all of your existing contacts.
I remember how hard it was to transfer contacts.
Yeah, now you don't have to because you can use your own phone and you ditched overpriced wireless with Mint Mobile's deal and you can get 3 months of premium wireless service for $15 a month to get this new customer offer and your new 3-month premium wireless plan for just $15 a month. Go to mintmobile.com/teenmom. Don't do that. Go to mintmobile.com/fiance. That's mintmobile.com/fiance. Cut your wireless bill to $15 a month at Mint Mobile. Noelle.com/fiance. $45 upfront payment required, equivalent to $15 a month. New customers on a first 3-month plan only. Speeds slower above 40 gigabytes on unlimited plan. Additional taxes, fees, and restrictions apply. See Mint Mobile for details.
Awesome.
Amazing. All right. So moving on
Yeah.
to Brian and Ingrid.
Brian and Ingrid. All right. Also, one more thing.
Yeah.
Tiger Lily.
Yeah.
She had a wedding dress hanging up.
Yes.
Wore a different wedding dress.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Not
this
the
is
same
a ball
wedding
gown.
dress.
Do you think that this is the ceremony dress and then there's an after party dress?
But they were so similar that I can't imagine that and also the one hanging up seemed to be very revealing, which I know she wouldn't have been able to wear. The one that she wound up wearing had big shoulder pads.
Yeah,
which
I
the
liked
other
it
one
though.
Didn't have. No, I loved it. I would wear that dress. I love that dress, but it was just, I did notice that a different one was hanging up. And she did say she brought 3 wedding dresses with her.
Oh, so she had to decide.
Yeah, so I guess, but I just noticed that she wore a different one.
Interesting. Well, all right, Brian and Ingrid.
Hate him. Hate him.
I hate him too.
Okay.
He might be one of the most hated, quote unquote, characters of this entire show.
I didn't think he could get worse than the last episode.
Here we are, though.
Succeeded.
Here we are.
Yeah.
So he wakes up with Ingrid, and she must have been sleeping for years and years and years because she, unlike you, has not gotten her roots done.
She has not.
Oh man.
But he's like kissing the back of her neck. It's like, I don't even know you.
Yeah, this is weird. So she said that there's a lot of new stuff that she has had to learn against her will. And she's very confused. So
she said that he was so independent in the US. Like, what the hell is going on?
Yeah, he's playing a game with her.
Yep.
So he's going to be staying in a hotel in her hometown.
Right. Because her house isn't accessible. I guess he means wheelchair.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I couldn't figure it out at first. I'm like, well, how does she get there then? Is there a moat? Like, what does this mean?
You have to be a really strong swimmer to get there. She knows the alligators in
Right. I was so confused. I'm like, it's not accessible.
No. So she's going to be staying with him sometimes and then with her parents sometimes. Now, here's the thing.
Yeah.
Good for her. She's going to have a way out.
Of course. Thank goodness.
I'd be like, well, funny that you're here because I actually just got grounded.
Right. That's the thing. My son, I had to be with my kids. Doesn't she have 2 kids?
I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah. No, she has 2 kids.
He wants to meet her family. And she's like, oh, I actually just haven't told everyone about you.
Right. And also my dad, mucho ignorant. He does not want to meet you.
Does not want to meet you. Her dad's 54 and he's like, oh, he's my age. I'm 51. And she's
like, excuse me?
Yeah. And he's like, oh yeah, I know. I told you that. I think I told you that, right? I forgot if I lied to you about
like,
that.
You said you were 45, but it was on your dating profile.
He's like, I don't think that's true.
Gaslighting at its finest.
This is exactly what gaslighting is.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So he's like, yeah, remember I told you that you were the same age as my daughter and then I'm the same age as your father?
I shudder.
And she's like, I don't know. I don't know if I did the math on that.
Yeah. She's like, I don't really think that's
so she's like,
works.
Anyway, in lighter terms, what happened when you got paralyzed?
Oh my God. But good for her for asking though.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, I didn't tell her the whole truth.
Hello?
Yeah.
Good for her for asking 2 years later?
No, I know, but I feel like everything she asked him already was a lie anyway.
Well, he said that he used to sell drugs. He sold drugs and used drugs for 5 years.
Right.
And then he decided that he was going to change his whole life around.
Okay. Yeah. I'm sure you decided that. No, you didn't.
Mm-hmm.
He drank a case of beer a day.
And a little bit of cocaine.
Yeah. No, he seems great. And his family didn't approve, but he was like, fuck them.
For 3 years, he didn't talk to his mom and then he cried about it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so he made a lot of money and he just, because of like the drugs and he wanted to start a new life, he told his wife that he did not love her anymore.
Right. Mm-hmm. But that's why. Only because he didn't want to sell drugs anymore. That's why.
Because he didn't want to sell drugs, so you can't love your wife.
Right. You have to be like, oh, I don't love you.
Right.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
You know that. Like, remember when you used to sell drugs and then you had to tell Matt you don't love him anymore?
Yeah. And then once I stopped saying, I was like, okay, I love you again.
Yeah, just kidding. That's why you sell drugs. Right.
Yeah.
Now I get it.
Uh-huh.
So he told her that he didn't love her anymore. Yada, yada, yada. 2 guys came. He had a gun. They had a gun. Yada, yada, yada. He got shot. Yada, yada, yada. Wheelchair.
Right. He thought he could like fight the guy off.
Well, his ex admitted that she ordered the carjacking on Uber Eats.
Okay. Okay. Why though? Can we get a little more clarity?
I
Because you
just
wanted
feel
to
like
stop
you might have.
selling drugs.
I feel like you might have missed a step.
Yeah, because it's like my wife ordered it. Why exactly?
Well, because he wanted to stop selling drugs.
Right. So she ordered a carjacking. Why not just put a hit out on him? You know what I'm
Well, I
saying?
mean,
Yeah, I
or
don't know.
that
It's
wasn't
very
on the
weird.
menu.
Very weird. Oh, look at
Sh-
that pillow.
Thank you. I'm using it
Yeah.
as a lumbar support.
I see that. Oh God.
There's not a lot of support. We're sitting in the same chair right now.
I love this chair.
Not a lot of back support.
I'm
my
sitting
friend.
on a pillow.
Oh, look at you.
That's why.
Better than me.
Mm-hmm.
So, after she ordered the carjacking, that was she did get it. So
She got it. The job was done, and he thought it would be easier to tell her in person. Tell Ingrid in person
Just tell
about
her in
this.
person about that.
Yeah. Mhm.
So she's like, "Yeah, I don't accept it," and he's like, "Oh, no, you're wrong. It actually doesn't matter."
He's offended.
Yeah, he's like, "Listen, let's go to the pool."
Right. And she's like, hey, my parents instilled in me that drugs are bad and not to
Right.
get involved with a drug addict of any sort. And I understand. She's like, if you weren't in a wheelchair, like, would you still be doing that? Like, I
And
don't
he's like,
know
"Oh,
you.
how could you ask me
Right.
such a disgusting question?"
It's like, how could you react like this? You made her see your penis the first night you guys met. The
I
first
gotta
night
tell
at
you.
bed.
Let me tell you something.
Mm-hmm.
The first night of bed,
Yeah. Uh-huh.
let me tell you what Ron did.
It's like gross.
Noelle,
Uh-huh.
him being in a wheelchair, him being shot from being a drug dealer, him lying about his age,
Right.
all of these things
Yeah.
are not as bad as
Mhm.
him going to the hotel
Uh-huh.
and forcing himself to be naked.
Him forcing himself to get hard to put his catheter on. So I would have to hear it.
Mm-mm.
Gross. Tracey has trauma in her eyes.
I gotta tell you.
I know. No, it's disgusting. I have to tell you, it freaks me out.
The fact that he made her see his junk
Yeah.
in such a non-medical way.
Well, and that he made her get him naked, but he gets himself dressed all the time. She had to take your clothes off.
I would have been like, "Hey, 911.
Right. My emergency is
My
this.
emergency is that I feel yucky."
Yeah, I feel uncomfortable. I need to leave. I need my own room.
I need to ride back to the crocodile moat.
Yeah.
I need to swim home.
It's so creepy.
And all I have is this dress. All I have is my Fashion Nova dress.
I know, this poor girl. She did not dress accordingly.
Well, he wants to go to the pool, so she orders food from the housekeeper.
I don't know what that was about. Fish.
Oh my God, fish in a Motel 6.
Tracey, when he jumped in the pool, I got very nervous.
Why? What's going to happen?
I didn't think he could do that.
Oh, I didn't think it. I thought you were going to be worried he was going to get injured.
No. I was
That's
just
the
like,
worst
wow,
case.
this
What's
guy
he going to
is-
end up in? Anyway,
right.
she starts talking about how he's a drug dealer, and they keep zooming in on a butterfly tattoo that she has on the back of her arm. Are they trying to say that she's in a butterfly gang?
I don't know.
They're like, yeah, look at the monarchs. She's one of the monarchs.
Yeah, right. She's a Mariposa.
She's a farfalle. Noelle, he feels so judged.
His eyes, I've never seen redder eyes in my whole
Well,
life.
I think
Stop
that
opening your eyes in the chlorine, buddy.
You have enough problems.
You have enough
Brian.
problems, Brian.
Okay.
And-
also, I want to know something. I know
Yeah,
that he has
tell
a
me.
catheter. Does he have an ostomy bag too, or just is that the only bag?
I don't know. But
Does he do regular
imagine-
poops?
I don't think so.
Mm.
Why, you can't go swimming with a bag?
I
Then
mean,
again, no, I'm telling you, I don't see anything.
yeah, but you don't see his other bag either.
Yeah, I don't know. Where are all the bags?
For the bags, he's like, "Can you hold my bags?"
Maybe that's his flotation device.
Great. Speaking of flotation devices, let's talk about Lauren and Faith, because I can't see him being used as anything but a flotation device.
Could I unzip my skin harder?
I still like him better than I like
So
Brian.
do I. So do I, and I stand by this. People are like, "Oh no, you still like Lauren?"
Yes.
I do more
Yes.
so than Brian.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because Lauren is an opportunist. He's not a creep. Brian's a creep.
Yes.
I'm scared to be alone
Lauren's
with
a
Brian.
loser.
Right.
I'm not
That's the
scared to be
thing.
alone with Lauren.
Lauren's just a homeless
I'm scared
loser.
to be I'm scared to be alone with Lauren because he's gonna be annoying.
Right. He's gonna rob my wallet, maybe.
Yes.
He's gonna forcibly live in my house, but that's about it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so he has brought his life savings with him, which is $46.
Which can get him 4 days out there.
Okay, well, I mean, if you're eating dollar pizza, sure.
Here's the thing. He doesn't realize, like, if you move there, you're not going to be making the same money.
Right, or any money because you're not going to get a job. So he's
Right.
going to the market with her and he buys himself some Crocs.
I know, they were cute. They were actually pretty cute.
He said that he could buy her anything she wants.
And he does, though. He actually buys her some stuff, which is actually
Oh,
cute
that's
because he's
it.
like, this is the first time I've ever been able to buy my girlfriend.
And guess what?
gifts.
The last.
Yeah, that's never going to happen again for you.
Again, grand opening, grand closing.
It's the first time.
So we meet Mama Ding.
Oh, she's so cute. She makes some chicken adobo.
She lives in the storage closet.
I know.
I love that they're like, she lives on the 6th floor, which is also storage. I'm like, I would live on storage.
See, I'd be scared to live on storage.
I want to live on storage. I don't want to live with people. I want to live in storage.
Yeah. Okay. That's you.
Also, you probably get so many, like, I don't know, ketchup bottles. I'm trying to think of dry storage when we worked in the restaurant.
Oh, right. Okay. Sure. Ketchup bottles.
That you don't have to marry.
Canned goods.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Paper towels, my favorite. I don't know. Little shampoos.
Dry goods. Yeah, that's
Little
true.
shampoos.
Yeah, you would have a lot of stuff accessible to you at all times.
Yeah, I'd be
that
like,
is
look,
true.
I steal from dry storage.
You know what? That is where she belongs. That is
You see
where
what I'm
you
saying,
belong.
though?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I'd be like, they'd be like, our hotel ran out of towels. And I'm like, oh.
That's Tracey. I wish the people knew you better.
Where are the
to
pillows?
know where are the pillows. I was just gonna say
Where are
that.
the pillows? It's like, I don't know. I live in a fort of pillows.
You're like, I don't know. I have to have exactly 13 of them on my bed every night.
I
That's
do.
why. I know. You're like, and I have to sleep directly in the middle.
I do. Look at behind me.
You think I don't know you by now?
My pillow fort.
Uh-huh.
All right. So she makes adobo chicken.
Mhm.
Delish.
Delicious.
Red rice and beans, I think this is, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Pass.
Oh, I'd eat it. Everything looks
No.
good. Vegetables.
So he's like, I think I want to stay here forever because, quote, in
Mhm.
America, I'm homeless. I don't make enough money to afford to live anywhere.
And Faith, I mean, the look on Faith's face, it's like, well, I'm gonna barf at this table.
Yes.
They
And
take it good though.
they do. So Mama Ding is like, it's really hard to find a job here as a foreigner.
Mhm.
And he's like, no. I'm going to do a computer job in the USA.
Make
but
the
I'm gonna
same
live
amount
here.
of money.
Yeah.
Right.
And they're like, oh, do you have the skills? He's like, yeah. I could answer phones. I could do pest control and drive a truck.
Right. I
He's
could
like,
do
I
fast
don't
food.
think she's like, I don't think that's remote.
I don't think you can work the McDonald's drive-through from where are they? Manila? I don't think you could do that. I
Do you
just
think
think it's a
that's
little far.
Okay, you ever go to I go to Starbucks drive-through sometimes and they take a really long time to come to the
Yes.
Do you think it's because they're in Manila in the storage closet?
Maybe that's why it takes so long.
This is making so much sense. Well, at least he has a lot of skills. But here's the thing.
Yeah.
I understand Faith.
Mhm.
She's like, he accepts me. He accepts me. He
I
accepts
know.
me. He
I
accepts me. And
know.
it's like, yeah.
I feel bad because Faith has never had a boyfriend. I think that Faith has had guys that she's hooked up with, like in the
Yeah,
dark. You know what I mean?
sure.
That are like ashamed of her.
Yes. So she said that love is all that matters.
Hmm.
All right. So then we watch him make some instant coffee in the hotel room. Very
Okay,
bad.
first of all, he doesn't even start. It's chunky coffee.
It's chunky.
I hate him. It's chunk coffee.
All right. Well, speaking of chunky coffee, his luggage is also a cardboard box.
It is. I'm
Uh,
gonna disassociate now.
Okay. So speaking of chunky, his friend, him at a party, they bleep it out.
Blue.
Green,
Blue. Yellow.
green and yellow is next.
Mhm.
And she now has throat gonorrhea, and he thinks he has
Dick
gonorrhea.
gonorrhea. I had a friend who had throat gonorrhea.
Yes, you did. Never forget.
Never forget. I had a friend who had throat gonorrhea. This really triggered me. He said that he's starting to get discharge. My brain shut off.
Green and yellow.
He's like,
Green and yellow, green and
basically,
yellow, green and yellow, green.
he's
Sorry.
saying that my penis is starting to get mad at me. You think?
I mean,
You have gonorrhea.
you also
You have discharge. You have discharge
You were showering in a bathroom cooking shrimp.
with shrimp. Did you have it then?
Did you have it then?
I could faint.
Okay. Now,
Mm-hmm.
I love that this girl calls him, and instead of thinking that he gave it to her,
Uh-huh.
he's like, I can't believe she gave me from her throat
Right.
gonorrhea. And it's
I
like,
don't think that's how it works. I mean, it could, but it's a lot easier the other way.
I think it might have been the other way,
Yeah.
Lauren.
Yeah, I
So
think it
then
was the
he
other way.
says, quote,
Mhm.
this is about Faith. I
Mhm.
don't think she fully understands that I haven't been monogamous.
Yeah, because you haven't told her.
Okay, yeah, but she's dumb, you know?
Well, so that's the thing. And he wants to marry Faith and still not be monogamous.
Well, he wants the Filipino dream, which is, working the McDonald's drive-through from storage.
Yeah. It's not a bad dream.
While you gonorrhea.
Oh God, Tracey. I'm very
He's
upset
just
by this.
gonorrheaing everywhere.
He is. And I feel bad for Faith. I just do. And I love Faith.
drip,
I think Faith
drip,
is my favorite person
drip,
on the show.
Drip, 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 drip.
Green and yellow, green and yellow, green and yellow. Gross.
Just saying. All right. This next person might be my favorite person on
Because it's
this show.
you.
I gotta tell you,
Uh-huh.
I like this guy.
I'm like, yeah, I know. She could smell the paint from across the room too. Yeah, I know. This is Tracey.
You. I'm like, Niles, you are a bit young for me,
Yeah.
but I don't
This
hate
is
you.
It's like sometimes I'm too blunt and people don't know what to do about it. You think? I wonder who this is.
Okay.
I can't read social cues. I wonder who this is.
Okay. So Niles, 27, Alabama, loves Dungeons and Dragons because he loves symbiosis.
Right. I didn't know what that meant.
Okay. Here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
He is using big words to confuse everyone.
Mm-hmm.
It means like working together. It
Right.
means a system. That's what it
Right.
means. Okay. He had a hard time in school socially,
He always knew he was different.
and it turns out he's autistic, right?
Mm-hmm.
He burnt the bacon. It's very hard for him because he doesn't like the sound of the smoke detector. Noises and lights bother him. He hears electric humming. He smells everything.
You should see what happens when Tracey and I go into Ulta.
Let me tell you something.
Mm-hmm. It makes her violent.
Today I was in TJ Maxx. I'm not trying to brag.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
One of the Holy Trinities.
Mm-hmm.
What is that beeping? What is the beeping?
I gotta tell you, it does suck, but I, very regular person, can tune it out.
But what is it?
I don't know. And it's like, if anything, you're chasing people out of the store.
What is that?
I don't know.
I'm gonna Google it later.
And
Can
you
Google it
asked
later?
too.
I
I'll
always
Google
ask.
it. Yeah.
The girls are at Ulta. They're always like, I don't know. I'm like, well, that's why you work here because
It
you're
always
not.
is going off at Ulta. Always.
Oh God. Oh God.
Mhm.
All right. It's almost like the noise a cricket makes. Have you ever heard a cricket scream, not chirp?
Yeah, it's terrifying.
They just go
Uh-huh.
the whole time. You can't even hear that, right?
I couldn't hear it.
Yeah. Well, that's what they do.
Wow. It's
This isn't a-
silent.
This isn't a cricket mic, so
This is a silent cricket.
this
okay.
is a no cricket microphone.
Wow. All right. Cool.
Yeah, no crickets can podcast on this mic. He has a job as a peer advocate,
Right.
and he keeps answering. People are like, "Hey, how are you, Niles?" And he goes, "I'm still here for the most part."
Right. So it's repetition. He
I think
likes
that's a great
repetition.
answer.
I got to tell you, I like repetition a lot. It makes me feel
Mhm.
calm. So I
Yeah.
can see that. Right. Because
Yeah,
I
go
have my
ahead.
own issues too. I love repetition. So I could see this.
Well, we meet Matilda. She's 23 from Ghana, and they've been
Right.
together for 2 years. They met on social media. She DM'd him, and he's going to Ghana in 1 week.
She accepts him for who he is. She knows everything about him.
He proposed over the phone because he couldn't wait, and she now wants to marry him immediately, but he wants to wait. So basically,
Mm-hmm.
he's like, "I would like to marry you," and she's like,
Yeah.
"Okay, let's do it." And he's like, "What is wrong with her?"
He's like, why would she think I want to marry her? I only said
Right.
I want to marry her.
Well, he is now door dashing, delivering some food, and he said that he's going to be spending at least $3,000.
I mean, that's pretty wild, but good for him for working 2 jobs to save up that money
No,
because
no,
nobody on the
yes,
show ever does that.
but that's not that much money for a hotel and flight. He goes, "Oh, and the wedding.
Right. Well, so it's
What are you
not
having,
that
a
much
$3
money.
flight and a $3 hotel and then a $12 wedding?"
But the thing is, like, look at Lauren. Can't go any. You have $46.
Okay,
This
but
guy is
Lauren,
saving his
why didn't you
money.
get a work from bathroom job in America when you were in America?
Yeah, work from bathroom job. Right, because Lauren doesn't want to pay for his children. That's the
Right.
problem.
There you go.
Mhm.
All right. So also he can't afford the bride price. He doesn't know how much it is. But if you watched more 90 Day Fiance, you would know that you could afford it.
Kobe and Emily, hello.
Just saying. So he said that he can't afford a wedding either, which is,
Right.
agreed.
Right.
So he does this thing called masking.
Right. Uh-huh.
Okay.
My old roommate used to do this.
Okay. You know who else does this?
Oh,
He said that this is from autism.
right.
And I think this is actually from a chromosome problem.
Okay. Tell me.
The chromosome problem is the XY chromosome problem.
Oh, right. Because this is yes, I
He's a
do
man.
agree with you with that. But I did.
He's like, he
have-
tells everyone that what they want to hear because he doesn't want to have conflict. Yeah, that's called being a man. That's called being born male.
It is being it. Yes, but it's also like my old roommate did this. It's also called being a scumbag.
Okay, but that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
which is also
uh-huh.
called being a male.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You're
It's-
so right, though. It's like, oh wow, he's just saying what you want to hear. What
Because
man
he's
has
autistic.
not done that?
It's like,
No.
okay.
No, it's because you're a male.
Yeah. XY chromosome problem. Okay, so they FaceTime and she's like,
Right.
"Oh, I told everyone about the wedding. Don't let me down." He's like, "Oh, okay. What?"
That's the thing. She's like, I told my mother's friends, I told my friends, I told people at church, this, that. And it's like, oh no, she told everyone. But is she planning the
I guess so, but also because she got proposed to.
wedding? Well, so that's the thing. Obviously, she got proposed to. He couldn't wait. But now he's like, I want to wait.
Okay, but
Right.
I don't know. I mean, then
Mhm.
say it right away. Because you know what? For 2
What?
years, they've probably been talking about this wedding. And
Well,
he's probably
that's
been
the
like, yeah, I
thing.
can't wait.
Right.
Okay, well, moving on to Vea and Sunny.
Oh God, what is wrong with her?
Something very
Something
bad.
very bad. Yes.
Something bad. So she's going to be going to South Africa in a week, and she's bringing Rory, her ex-boyfriend.
Right. Stupid.
She's also a physical therapist.
Yeah. Which is she, or does she work in a physical therapist
Okay,
office?
thank you. Because I'm like, physical therapist, you're a doctor.
Yeah. No. I think you work in a physical therapist.
Is she a physical
office.
therapist the way I'm a physical therapist? Where
She's
I go, hey,
she-
does your elbow still hurt?
Well, that's the thing. She's like an assistant. They're like, hey, tell that guy to get on the bike. She's like, hey, let me show you where the bike is.
Okay, so also I just
Yeah.
want to tell you this.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the managers at one of the comedy clubs that I work at, you remember he got a
Mhm.
boo-boo on his elbow?
Uh-huh.
So he has to go to physical therapy, blah, 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 whatever. Do you know that I asked him on Monday? I was like, hey, Joe, how's your bow? And
Like
he's
a elbow?
What? I'm like, how's your bow? And he's like, I hear you. I just don't. And I'm like, throw them bows?
He doesn't
How's
get
your
it.
bow? He's like, what is wrong with you?
Wow.
Yeah.
I got it.
Thank you.
Yeah, I got it. I picked up what you put down.
Thank you. All right. So they're gonna have a little he doesn't like that she's working so much. This guy.
Okay. Too bad.
Well, they're gonna have
Now
a little
they'll go in the
FaceTime
shower
shower
together.
A little FaceTime shower.
Mhm.
And the Chihuahua is crying because this Chihuahua is so cute.
Oh my God. I want to take this dog.
Oh my God. And now she has to watch her mother.
Jerk it in the shower.
Yeah, very bad.
Uh-huh.
So he's gonna be staying at the hotel with her,
Mm-hmm.
even though he's Muslim. And he also drinks. Like, so basically what she's saying is like he's saying he's Muslim and he's gonna be selective.
He's Muslim-ish.
Right, but also he's gonna be strict with her.
But he lives with a roommate, so why does he have to tell his family?
Right. Thank you.
Right.
So he wants her to convert, but he's like, yeah, I'm not going to tell you that I want you to convert, but I want you to convert.
But as your boyfriend, I'm going to tell you should convert.
Right. So she was adopted by a religious foster family. Are these Mennonites? What was happening
I
there?
know, right? It's very what's that show I
Amish?
watch? It's that Amish, but it's also that
Mormon?
Handmaid's Tale.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
was that
uh-huh.
Mennonite?
I think that's what it looked like to
Guys,
me.
go to 90 Day Fiance Trash Talk podcast discussion on Facebook. Go in the group. Tell me what religion these people were.
Like Shekinah was.
That was a little wild.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, there it is. That's what's wrong.
Yeah, and she's like, it was so intense. It was traumatizing.
It looks pretty traumatizing. So Zero the Chihuahua.
Yeah. Oh my God. I love that she adopted the Chihuahua from a trailer park.
It's like, was the Chihuahua your neighbor? Like, what do you
Right.
mean you adopted it from a trailer park?
Right.
Rory's there. And they talk about how he used to spray tan her.
He's gross.
He is gross. So the dog,
the dog to a dog sitter.
Yeah, and she gets some sunscreen on her.
Okay, that's a good idea because I think Dorado would have really burned because his skin was so thin.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's such a good idea.
He loves to eat cucumbers and needs a diaper when his friends come over.
Not allowed to sleep in bed in case you roll over on her.
Well, unfortunately, her mother, her birth mother, I'm assuming, is homeless again.
Yeah, it's her birth
Her
mother.
brother got shot by the cops.
Okay, so I pulled up the article. I looked that up. I wanted to talk about that real quick.
Let's talk about it real slow.
Okay. Fulton Police Chief Steve Myers has said an officer shot a man outside of McIntyre Elementary School just before 10 a.m. Monday, but has not released the name of the officer, the name of the man who was shot, or at the circumstances that led to the shooting. Let's see. It's unfair on me. It was unfair on him. And I really want answers from the police department. So basically, I'm reading this and it's her brother was with his mother and his fiance.
Okay.
And there was some kind of a dispute, like he was running from the cops, which I think they were all addicts.
Sure.
They were running from the cops. There was a high-speed chase for a second. He tried to run head on into the cops with his car. He swerved at the last minute. The cops shot at him and they crashed.
I mean, nothing good happened there.
Right. So basically it wasn't like, law enforcement just, just shot him. It's like, no. He was trying to go head on, play chicken with them.
Sure.
So yeah, that's what happened.
That is something.
So if you guys want to, I'll post the article in the group.
Oh, great. So then she was pregnant with Rory's baby. She lost the baby and then they broke up.
But she had said earlier that they broke up because they wanted different things.
She wanted the baby to live and he didn't.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the different things?
I don't know.
But it's like, this is so dumb. This is so dumb. You're asking for a trouble. This is so dumb. Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? You have other friends. Why are you doing this? This is stupid because you want two guys to fight over the death, fight to the death for you.
Yes.
Get a life.
Yes.
You look like you're wearing a wig and you're not. So that's a big problem that you have.
What is happening there?
The big problem.
It is a big problem. It is a very big, scary problem.
Yeah, I don't like it one bit.
I gotta tell you, I don't love it. I just had to turn the page to see if there was more, but there's not.
No, that's it. It's over.
All right, guys. This was a really fun one. This was very juicy, very gossipy. And make sure you follow us at 90 Day Podcast on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Trash Talk Podcast on YouTube and TikTok. Sorry, I don't know what's happening. Noelle is Noe Girl on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. I'm at Trixie Chuzini on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. TraceyCarnazzo.com for all of my upcoming show dates. Also, don't forget to check out Noelle and Michael on The Thing Is Ding. It's posted probably in all of our groups. Go over to Noelle's Instagram and you'll see it. She was a guest with Michael from Michael's Recycled fame.
Recycled Michael. Yes.
Recycled Michael fame at patreon.com/trash talk podcast. That's where you will find all of our bonus episodes. And we'll see you next week.
Sounds great.
You know, Noelle?
What?
It sounds okay.
It sounds something.
Great is a stretch, but thank you so much. Bye.
Bye.